I make my way to the World Islands, beat up some grunts, and find myself with Audrey. She does her evil rambling about how Lugia hasn't been seen since the days of gold. Ha, I see what you did there. She goes on and asks Lugia to join her, which it does with no pushback. She then says if I'm satisfied with what I came to see, and of course the answer is no, but I need to battle her and defeat her, but if she loses, she could just leave, whereas if I lose everything. It's a trap, but only if I lose. Audrey was probably the most difficult boss fight simply because Snorlax didn't have a strong grass move. I still took down Lugia with Charizard and her Mega Crawdon of all things with Muck of all things. She departs as I make my way back to the town and receive a Poke Flute. I used it to clear the path, but as I exited through the other side, I overheard a conversation between Jayan, the Sky Cult leader, and Persephone, the Cult of Darkrai leader. It is revealed that Jayan had tasked Persephone to get rid of my memories and kill me, but obviously I managed to escape. This would be the unknown bargain referred to all the way at the start. Persephone begins to recount what happened the day I escaped, even saying a cultist eerily similar to someone they had already sacrificed had been seen leaving the base. They both can infer that I was saved by Mew. Jaren then talks about how there may be a bigger conspiracy in turn regarding the crystal. While he was investigating that, if Persephone hadn't completed her side of the deal, which is to eliminate me, he would bring his fury onto her Shade Forest base. With that conversation done, I finally make it to Sonata City. I did some peeking around the place, eventually finding myself in the basement of the Sonata Hospital. There I saw a brand new Delta Pokemon, Delta Lidwick. I named it Flicker and immediately added it onto the team and trained it to evolve into Lampent. I then brought a Firestone from the department store and used it on Lampent to evolve into a Fire Fairy type Chandelure. With all that in place, I challenged the next gym leader Harmony. Her lead skill link Chinchina was difficult to take down, but eventually Charizard took it out. She also had a Mega Miltank, which was infuriating to look at, but we got the win and the badge in the end, so it is what it is. Nora shows up to report that the hospital has lost power, which Harmony claims is impossible as there are numerous failsafes unless the place was sabotaged. The three of us join forces and head to the hospital. We discover who was sabotaging the hospital, that being the Perfection Cult. After some introductions, it is revealed that Rukro and Harmony know each other from the university they studied in. With the lives of the patients in Rukro's hands, he asked to visit a patient named Malde. It turns out that Malde is Harmony's dad, and despite not wanting a cult to tend to her father, Harmony had no choice but to do so considering the lives at stake and Rukro's assurance that they have his best interests in mind. Rukro's plan is to inject something into Malde. Harmony objected but decided to analyze the contents of what he was trying to inject. You see, Malde was actually present for the Deoxys event in Moss Deep many years ago. After Deoxys was defeated, many people started reporting strange fevers, and while everyone turned out fine, their DNA was slightly tainted. Harmony then realizes what she was analyzing was just Pokérus, Pokérus being an infection that helps the Pokemon rather than hurts it. Harmony hesitantly injects her father with the Pokérus, which causes him to stand up. Everything looks fine until the light flickers and... oh my goodness, what happened to him? He looks like Deoxys. As all of us are being quiet to avoid provoking him, but Damien re-enters the room after leaving because he didn't like needles and shouts, which causes Malde to lash out and kidnap him in the process. Okay, this is really bad. Rukro theorizes that Pokérus may have reacted with his tainted DNA from the Deoxys event and brought out the Deoxys inside of him. Technically, he did what he came here to do. He cured him, made him immortal, and now he's the healthiest he's ever been. Downside though, his mind is probably impacted due to the virus. Rukra leaves not before mentioning he needs to keep with an appointment with a gym leader, which leaves Harmony distraught. Harmony and Nora decide to join forces and look for Malde and Damien. Harmony for obvious reasons, and Nora because Damien still hadn't talked to her after her outburst at the library. It is also determined that I head to Kevlar City to warn this gym leader.